What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome to Tower 3D Pro. We are going to start a series of this over the summer, where we play different airports and different times and different situations, and just enjoy ourselves in this great Field Air game. Now, Tower 3D Pro is an older game. There's actually a newer game from Field Air about air traffic control. It's called Tower Simulator 3. Unfortunately, it's a little too strong for my computer, but my computer plays Tower 3D Pro perfectly. So we're going to go and do Raleigh Durham International Airport. We're going to do 100% traffic. We're going to do 7 o'clock. The skies will be clear, and we're going to run the 5 runways. 5 left and 5 right. So let's get into the game, and we'll probably do half an hour, and we'll see how it goes. Now, I have real traffic, which means we'll be hearing Southwest, JetBlue, Delta, American, all those types. I don't have real color yet, so all the planes are going to look similar. But if we decide that this is going to be a thing, I'm more than willing to pick up the real colors for the different airports so we can get the graphics to look nicer. But we're going to get into this action and get our first planes off. Now, at 7 o'clock, it's mostly departures. So we'll try to get everybody out as quick as possible.
Tower, United 866 requesting push
and
start.
Here's our first person. So when you're playing this, they're going to call the announcement. Let's bring this up. You can tell I was at the smallest airport before St. Thomas because the map was a lot smaller. Okay, so United 866 is there. So now they called in, so we're gonna call back, hit our shift button, say our command, and get going. United 866, pushback approved, expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5
so
left,
we told them they're push back.
United 866.
They're going to go out. United 866 is somewhere in this little section here. They're going to push back, and we're going to then tell them to come down the runway, or come down the taxiway into the runway, and get out of here. So our Agers is our map of the airport itself, the taxiways and all that. Our strip will tell us all about the information about the flights. So this is United 866. It's a 739. It is going from Raleigh Durham to Denver. So you can see he is pushing back. Again, all our planes look alike because I don't have real color, but like I said, eventually if we decide that we want to do that, we'll do that. He's pushing back. He's going to call in, and we'll send him on his way. So I think the plan, and I could be doing this completely wrong to other people, but we're going to send everybody down Foxtrot that are on this road here, like this taxiway, that are on taxiway Foxtrot. If they're coming from this area here,
United 866 ready to taxi.
we're going to send them up into Bravo and then have them come down. United 866, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1, United 866.
Okay.
Tower, Southwest 3263 requesting push and start.
Yeah. Southwest 3263, pushback approved, expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right, pushback approved. Southwest 3263.
Okay, so on our other side of the airport, we have Southwest. This is going to be Southwest, Spirit, Frontier, going to be over here. You'll see United, Delta, and stuff like that over on the other end. This is our D-Bright. It basically is going to tell us about arriving planes and how far they are. Each of these lines is 5 miles, so you know as they're getting closer and closer, you've got to make sure there is some space on your runway for them. So we've got United 866 is now taxiing down Foxtrot. You can see them with the red and green lights. They're going. And we have Southwest 3263, I think is right here, is starting to back up. So right now it's 6:52 in the morning. We'll play till about 7:30. Try to get everybody out. I think we're going to just send United since they're the only plane moving. There's nobody coming out. So we'll just send them. That way they don't have to stop. United 866, wind is 083 at 3 knots. Runway 5 left, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 83 at 3 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff, United 866.
So they're clear. They're ready. They won't have to stop. They'll just be able to turn and burn. Southwest is slowly backing up. Don't. Why are they going that direction? The tug is sending them. There we go. So we'll see. Do we give them announcements first, or do we watch United take off? It's going to be who's going to win this battle.
Tower, United 169er8 requesting push and start.
United 169er8 pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left.
Ground 5 left pushback.
It's United who wins that, but it's a different one. Now remember, when you have a plane with the number 9, you have to say 9er 8. So 169er 8. All right, 866 is now on the runway. As just Southwest is also now officially on the taxiway.
Ground, Southwest 3263 ready to taxi.
Southwest 3263, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha, Southwest 3263.
All right, United is on its way. So we'll just sit there and watch this as we've got Southwest going down the taxiway, and United 169er 8 is pushing back. So as soon as 866 takes off, we'll then send 169er 8 down the
ground. United 169er 8 ready to taxi.
Yeah, see, they're ready, but we'll give them a second. Be like, hold position. We are watching this takeoff.
Tower, Frontier Flight 1739er requesting push and start.
Okay, Frontier Flight 1739er is... If we told them to push back now, they would likely impede on our Southwest, so we're going to give them a second.
Tower, Delta 699 requesting push and start.
And Delta 699 same thing. If we push them back, they're going to be right in front of United. So we'll hold off just for a second. We're watching our takeoff here. Their first takeoff of the day. And now he's up, and we get our 10 points. So you get 10 points for every successful takeoff, 10 points for every successful landing, and then you also can lose points if you find yourself having to, if you crash some planes together on the taxiway, or if you have to delete one because you got it stuck. There's a few ways of losing points. United 169er 8, runway 5 left, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 1, United 169er 8.
Frontier Flight 1739er, pushback approved, expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right, pushback approved.
Now, don't forget, when you're looking at the debright, you can see United 866. We have to give them off to the departure, and we have to do that before they leave our screen. So generally, in the first, after they've made that first circle, when they're 5 miles out, you can really just let them go. So we're going to do that right now. We can't do anything with 699er yet until 169er 8 gets out of there. So United 866, contact departure.
Roger. Good morning.
All right, we're just going to send Southwest since there's nobody's going to be anywhere. Southwest 3263, wind is 083 at 3 knots, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 83 at 3 knots. Runway 5 right cleared for takeoff. Southwest 3263.
Delta 699er, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5 left pushback approved. Delta 699er.
Okay, Frontier flight is still backing up. So this plane that's rolling is 1698. Delta is back here in the terminal, going to back up. Southwest is turning into the runway, and Frontier flight is backing up. Now, I'm calling it Frontier flight because that's what you have to say. There's some airport or airlines that you have to add a word. Like for Frontier, you can't say Frontier. But if you say Frontier flight, it will read it. Spirit is another one. If you say Spirit, it won't get it. But if you say Spirit Wings, then it will read it. So there we go. We got Frontier is yeah.
Frontier
I was going to say it's not officially taxiing yet.
Ground, Delta 699er ready to taxi.
Frontier flight 1739er, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha. Frontier flight 1739er.
Okay, we'll watch Southwest take off as Delta holds position for a second. Obviously, we don't have to watch every flight, but hey, we're spacing everybody out too. There we go. A much shorter takeoff. Now, this plane is going from Raleigh Durham to Atlanta, so much shorter flight. Okay, Delta 699er, runway 5 left, taxi via Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left taxi via Bravo 1 Delta 699er.
Now I could technically send Delta 699er down Foxtrot, but if any one of these planes here, where my arrow is, were to back up, they would have to hold position. So just sending them down Bravo is pretty much the best way to go. I think we'll probably send, I don't know, they're in a race, but United is the closest, so I think we'll send United. United 16908, wind is 084 at 3 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 84 at 3 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff. United 16908.
If we get a lull in the action, we'll speed up time, but right now we've got a few planes out here, so. Southwest 3263, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
Alright, so let's go back to our United. He is taking off. This is Delta 699er is now making the big turn to get into the taxiway. And we have Frontier Flight who's going to get a lineup and wait call. See, we've been telling everyone that they're cleared for takeoff. We're going to just space these two out just by a few seconds. Make sure that United is in the air before we send Frontier Flight. Frontier Flight 1739er, runway 5 right, line up and wait.
Runway 5 right, line up and wait. Frontier Flight 1739er.
I'm going to put this up.
Tower, American 1115 requesting push and start.
Okay, so there's American 1115, which again would back up into Foxtrot, so that's why we didn't want to send Delta over there. So we got United taking off. We have Frontier Flight, American 1115, pushback approved, expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5 left, pushback approved. American 1115.
All right, and you can see sort of, I know this is, you're really mainly focusing on the map. The ADIRS is really your most important thing, but you can see United taking off. You can see Delta moving in. Some of these airports, this is a fairly easy airport as far as like the map. There's some of the other airports, this ADIRS needs to be almost the whole screen. Or at least in my case, maybe it's my small screen. But there's also the fun thing if you have like dual screens, you can like click this button here, and that will take the ADRs off the screen, and you can put it onto your other screen. It's pretty cool. Okay, United has taken off, so we're going to send Frontier Flight. Frontier Flight 1739er. Run. Frontier Flight 1739er. Wind is 084 at 3 knots. Runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 84 at 3 knots. Runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff. Frontier Flight 1739er.
Technically, I could have just said runway 5 right, clear for takeoff. But, you know, come on, you got to get the wind out there, too. United 1698, that was the plane that we're going to contact departure. They're going to San Francisco. Frontier Flight 1739 is going to CVG. I don't know what CVG is. Delta 699er. Delta 699er. Runway 5 left, line up and wait.
Runway 5
Actually,
left,
we
line
may
up,
not even
Delta
need that because
699er.
Frontier Flight will be gone by then. But 699er is going from Raleigh to LA. That's a sleeping pill flight for me. It's a little too long for my taste. Let's be honest, the Denver one is probably too long for my taste. United 16908, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
Ground. American 1115 ready to taxi.
American 1115, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1. American 1115.
All right, we've made it past the 7 o'clock hour. This beautiful sunrise. Delta 699er, wind is 085 at 3 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 85 at 3 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff, Delta 699er.
So we'll get American out and we'll fast forward unless multiple planes start to arrive. Or not arrive, but multiple planes pop up. Because again, this first hour is pretty much departures. I know there's going to be a commercial airline, not a commercial, a general aviation plane coming out of this section here on in a little bit, in a few minutes. And then you have an option on that one. You could send him down to the general aviation runway 14, or you could send them down 5 right. Frontier Flight 1739er, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
So yeah, I really love this game. I've had it for quite a while now, and yeah, like I said, you can get Tower Simulator 3. Tower Simulator 3 looks good. You have lots of different things going on. You can move different stations. You can pick and choose different things. You can do multiplayer in this, but the multiplayer in Tower Simulator 3 looks really good. Because you could do certain runways, you know. This one, your multiplayer is, you know, one's ground, one's tower. Ground is difficult and challenging, and tower is kind of very easy. Delta 699er, contact departure.
Roger.
That was kind of early, but that's okay. American 1115, wind is 085 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 85 at 2 knots. Runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff. American 1115.
Okay, so like I said, once 1115 takes off, we will extend the speed a little bit. So we'll cut a minute or so off just to get some new planes. This one is going from Raleigh Durham to Philadelphia. I could handle Raleigh Durham to Philadelphia. Well, it depends. If I look at a weather map, then I see, you know, some green storms in the area. I don't know. I might have to take a pill. This is where I like to be. I like to be on the tower. I do not like to be on the plane. No. All right. Well, since since we don't have anybody on the, let's watch the plane. I always say it weirdly because I listen. If you ever watched LA Flights on YouTube, I love that channel. They just sit out there for hours and hours watching the planes at LAX. But yes, he always calls it the planes. Today we are going to watch the planes. So here is American 1115 taking off. As soon as we get our 10 points, we will fast forward. Because we can fast forward and have them contact departure. So we've got our 10 points. We are up to 60 points so far. We're going to fast forward time. Until we get somebody on the ground. There's no points for being late. So you could fast forward until you get like 5 planes out here. As long as you can handle them. Alright, so 5 miles out. American 11... Sorry, I stuttered. American 1115, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
It's a little hard to, stutter when you've got 3 ones in there.
Tower, 553 Hotel Delta requesting push and start.
Alright, let's go back. This is our... Oh, he's in a weird position from when I normally see him. This is our general aviation plane I was talking about. I've generally seen them or her at this area here, this little parking space. But we are up here, so let's go down. "553 Hotel Delta, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left."
Ground, 5 left pushback approved. 553 Hotel Delta.
So again, this is a different for me because normally I would send 553 Hotel Delta either 214, which I still could, or 5 right because, like I said, they're usually down here by Juliet.
Tower, Frontier Flight 1607 requesting push and start.
All right. Frontier Flight 1607, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right pushback approved. Frontier Flight 1607.
So we killed about 4 minutes with the...
553 Hotel Delta ready to taxi.
Oh, excuse me. 553 Hotel Delta, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo.
Runway 5 left taxi via Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo, 553 Hotel
I'm gonna
Delta.
end up sending them off of Foxtrot just in case somebody shows up. They're so far out there, and they're gonna be chilling out here. So I'm going to push this down just so you see our much smaller plane here. The SR-2, where we also have the Frontier Flight Airbus 320. So Frontier Flight is down here. Yeah, right where my arrow is, and they are pushing back. They'll definitely win the race between 553 Hotel Delta. Now, when you're doing general aviation planes, don't say, like, you can see that the call sign here is November 553 Hotel Delta, but don't say the November. Just say 553 Hotel Delta. Yeah, normally when I've done this, 553 Hotel Delta, like I said, comes over here by Juliet, and will come down, and then there's usually a race between the 2 planes to see, will Frontier Flight, take off or not take, will they back up before 553 Hotel Delta gets there? But because, one, I was speeding up the time, and I gave, that ended up giving 553 Hotel Delta
Ground, Frontier Flight
a little later start. And then the fact that they're over here. Frontier Flight 1607, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 5 right taxi via Alpha Frontier Flight
I could technically say Alpha 1, but they understand what we're doing. You could also just say runway 5 right, and they'll figure their own way out. But again, you want to be able to make changes if you want. Like if we really wanted to, like say we were backing up, we could change it to 5 left, make them go up Echo, Alpha, Echo, Bravo 1, something like that. If we wanted to take them up 5 left. Like say we were having a lot of arrivals coming from 5 right, you would do that. So right now we're just watching this kind of foot race. Actually, I think 553 Hotel Delta is going to get there first because they're on a full sprint down, whereas Frontier Flight is taking their time, and they've got further to go. So I think I don't know. I don't know who to give that to because I think I kind of want Frontier Flight to go first just because 553 Hotel Delta is going to go way slower, and it's going to go on its own path because they're just doing a sightseeing. They're coming back to Raleigh Durham at some point, whereas Frontier Flight is going to Cleveland. So I feel like we should let Frontier Flight go first. We'll have 553 line up and wait. (553) Hotel Delta, runway 5 left, line up and wait.
Runway 5 left, line up and wait. 553 Hotel Delta.
Frontier Flight 1607, wind is 087 at 2 knots, runway 5 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 87 at 2 knots, runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff. Frontier Flight 1607.
Okay, so Frontier Flight, yeah, like I said, 553 Hotel Delta is going to actually make it to the runway first, but we don't want them to impede on Frontier Flight. So we're going to let them go first. And then 553 Hotel Delta will have clear skies.
Frontier Flight 1643 requesting push and start.
Oh, I wish that those two were closer. I could have showed you something. Frontier Flight 1643, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right, pushback approved. Frontier Flight 1643.
If 1607 it was a lot closer, 1643, after they backed up, you could tell 1643 to follow company, and they would just follow the same route as their same company. So if there was 2 American flights, you could do that. If there were, 2 Deltas, you could do that. You can't do that for a Southwest and a Delta or Frontier Flight and a Spirit Wings. All right, so 1607 is getting ready to take off. 553 Hotel Delta is waiting, and 1643 is backing up. So tell me what you guys think about this. Do you want to see, first of all, do you want to see it live or in this recording? Is 30 minutes a good time?
Tower, Endeavor 3316
Hold on.
requesting push and start.
Endeavor 3316, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5 left, pushback approved. Endeavor 3316.
Do you want to see plain colors? Do you want me to get real color? They're very cheap. There's like $6 for each airport, but there's like Philly, LAX, and St. Thomas are equal. Or no, they're put together in a thing and it's less money. So that could be an option. I like LAX in this game too. A lot busier, a lot of different airlines. We'll definitely be doing that. All right, so they're officially up in the air, Frontier Flight. So we're going to send 553 Hotel Delta.
Frontier Flight 1643 ready to taxi.
But we'll wait till we get the Frontier and Endeavor rolling. Frontier Flight 1643, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha 1.
Runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha 1. Frontier Flight 1643.
Ground, Endeavor 3316 ready to taxi.
When you hear that
Southwest 3374 requesting push and start.
When you hear that little ding, it's me hitting the shift key, which is opening up the voice recognition. So Endeavor 3316, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1, Endeavor 3316.
553 Hotel Delta, wind is 088 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, clear for takeoff.
Wind is 88 at 2 knots. Runway 5 left cleared for takeoff. 553 Hotel Delta.
Southwest 3374, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right pushback approved. Southwest 3374.
Frontier Flight 1607, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
Good morning. All right, here goes our little plane going off on their sightseeing adventure. This would be a very early takeoff. When you're in St. Thomas, your jets will like go the entire length of the runway. Like they'll take complete end and then go to the last taxiway, whereas your general aviation plane will go like half the runway. So yeah, this plane is already in the air. And we're up to 80 points. All right, so we have Frontier Flight getting down there. We have Endeavor moving. Endeavor is probably going to win that race, but I think we'll send Frontier Flight. Southwest 3374 is still pushing back. Frontier Flight 1643, wind is 088 at 2 knots, runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 88 at 2 knots. Runway 5 right cleared for takeoff. Frontier Flight 1643.
See, this drives me a little nuts, is that, like, normally when the planes go out, they'll go straight out until you say contact departure, then departure will send them off. The general aviation planes will start going on their own. Like, I have not contacted them yet. They're already taken off towards the other plane.
Ground, Southwest 3374 ready to taxi.
Southwest 3374, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 5 right taxi via Alpha Southwest 3374.
Endeavor 3316, runway 5 left, line up and wait.
Runway 5 left line up and wait. Endeavor 3316.
553 Hotel Delta, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
So Frontier Flight is headed to PBI. I don't know PBI. I'm going to have to look that one up. Endeavor is going to be headed to LaGuardia. And Southwest is headed to St. Louis. What is PBI? I'm trying to think of that one. It's not Phoenix.
Tower, American 2565 requesting push and start.
American 2565, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5 left pushback approved. American 2565.
All right, we're at 716. I said we're going to go to 730, so we're going to get some more planes out. Endeavor 3316, wind is 088 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 88 at 2 knots. Runway 5 left cleared for takeoff. Endeavor 3316.
I'd like to state that Frontier Flight 1643, the Airbus took a very long, heavy takeoff. I wonder if we're supposed to be sending, like an Airbus on to 5 left, and if we're supposed to be sending smaller planes onto 5 right. It's something I need to, check out. Because that was, there, the name was still on the, the map there.
Tower, Southwest 5437 requesting push and start.
Southwest 5437, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 right.
Ground, 5 right pushback approved. Southwest 5437.
Tower, Alaska 709er requesting push and start.
Alaska 709er, pushback approved. Expect runway 5 left.
Ground, 5 left pushback approved. Alaska 709er.
Frontier Flight 1643, contact departure.
Roger, good morning. Ground, American 2565 ready to taxi.
American 2565, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left taxi via Foxtrot.
See, I
Bravo
can
1,
send American down
2565.
Foxtrot because or Alaska is going to be coming out of here. They won't really intersect too bad. Did I send? No, I didn't. Okay. Southwest 3374. Wind is 089 at 2 knots. Runway 5 right. Clear for takeoff.
Wind is 89er at 2 knots, runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 3374.
That is the St. Louis plane. American is taxiing.
Ground.
Headed
Alaska
to
709,
LaGuardia.
ready to taxi.
We're going to give Alaska a little hold. Just let American get a little closer. Endeavor 3316, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
The only one who's... Did I not? No, I gave them pushback orders. They're just pushing back now. I was wondering what the Southwest to Fort Lauderdale was doing. Yeah, Alaska is headed to Seattle. Southwest 5437 is headed to Fort Lauderdale. American is headed to LaGuardia. And the Southwest that is taking off as we speak is headed to St. Louis.
Ground. Southwest 5437 ready to taxi.
You know what's driving me nuts is this general aviation plane is literally right over, like, is pretty much right there. It's right over the runway. Southwest 5437, runway 5 right, line up. Nope. Nope, not yet. Nope. Southwest 5437, runway 5 right, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 5 right taxi via Alpha Southwest 5437.
Alaska 709er, runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1.
Runway 5 left, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 1, Alaska 709er.
Ooh, it is getting warm in my room. That's why we don't do long streams during the summer in my room. Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about is these 30-minute like shotgun games of, with different airports and different times and stuff like that. But let me know, like I said, what you think we should do. Should we stream them? Should we record them? Should we do the real color? Does it really matter? Because like on these, like I said, some of these maps we're going to get bigger. We're not going to see much of the taking off and landing. But it could also make for a fun thing to do, is just have those planes available. So let me know. American 2565, wind is 089 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 89er at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff, American 2565.
Now we're going to have a race between Alaska and Southwest. All right, there is less than 10 minutes on our shift here. I was wondering if I should like record the second episode and do the 7:30 to 8 shift, that way, because you can't go back and do like put it back at 7:30 and have continuation. But when you do like 8 o'clock, it's going to put it back to like 7:45, so I guess that's fine too. Southwest 3374, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
Okay, so right now we're at 110 points. That means we've successfully completed 11 departures. We're about to have our 12th. I think we're going to let Alaska 709er, runway 5 left, line up and wait.
Runway 5 left, line up and wait, Alaska 709er.
And we'll give Southwest the same command. Southwest 5437, runway 5 right, line up and wait.
Runway 5
We don't
right,
have
line up and
anybody
wait, Southwest
in
5437.
arrival, so we can let people sit on that runway until we're clear. But yeah, I know I have, obviously, the ones that came with the game, which were St. Thomas, which is a tutorial. LAX and Philly. We have Raleigh Durham. I know I have Boston. I have Las Vegas. I have London Gatwick. There's plenty of these that I have, so we could definitely pull a lot of episodes off of this over the summer. All right, so we're gonna give. Alaska is lining up, so we're gonna give them the go-ahead. And American is a few miles out already, so. Alaska 709er, wind is 090 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 90 at 2 knots, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff, Alaska 709er.
That's okay. Raleigh Durham to Seattle. That is a sleeping pill flight for me. That would need to be Raleigh Durham to say like Chicago, and then Chicago somewhere else. There's Chicago to Denver, Denver to Seattle, like 3 flights. American 2565, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
All right, once we get Southwest 5437 done, we can do one of 2 things. We can either fast forward to try to get a few more in before the final 6 or 7 minutes we have left, or we can cut it here because we started 10 minutes before and we will have gotten 30 minutes in. So I think that's what we'll probably do, because I don't see us getting many more points in 6 minutes. Southwest 5437, wind is 090 at 2 knots, runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff.
Wind is 902 at 2 knots, runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff.
Well, it would be nice if somebody just showed up on the Debright as an arrival now, and we could finish our broadcast with 1 landing plane. But I don't see that happening. I'm betting when we do the 8 o'clock hour, it will be more departures, Because the people who took off from other planes will definitely know we'll get 55. Well, we should get 553 Hotel Delta coming back. Alaska, actually, no, we'll just let it go. Goodbye, Southwest. Enjoy Fort Lauderdale. I could do Fort Lauderdale to Raleigh Durham. I keep getting advertisements for hotels in Fort Lauderdale, and maybe I'll have to do it one day. Alaska 709er, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
And we'll let Southwest get a few more miles, and then we will call it a stream. Our first shift of air traffic control at Raleigh Durham was a success. We took off 14 planes in this 30 minutes or so. And we have cleared our runways. Southwest 5437, contact departure.
Roger, good morning.
Good morning. And so we'll hit the escape button. Yes, we went 38 minutes, 18 seconds in-game session time. Remember, we fast-forwarded a little bit. And we did 140 points of successful takeoffs, no points in successful landings, no points in collected penalties. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you all had fun with this. Again, give me your input. Should we do other airports? Should we do longer sessions? Should we stream it? Should we record it? Should we do real color? You tell me. All right. Everyone, have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye.